Hello again and welcome back to my kitchen table. It's time for issue 28 of Build the Millennium Falcon. Let's take a look at the technical readout. Hey, it's Slave 1. I have seen that I think Tomy makes a model of this ship. It's obviously not quite as swank as what I've got here with the Falcon, but assuming that my paint job of the Falcon goes decently well and I gain a little bit of confidence in it, I may just go for the Slave 1 next and have that bad boy chilling in my house along with the Falcon. But anyway, I digress. There she is. There's the man himself. Perhaps a little bit too popular these days. Django Fett over there. But, you know, whatevs, man. He's a cool-looking character, that's for sure. And has inspired a lot of stories. Here's Geonosian, the battle droids from the prequel trilogy. You know, honestly, I like the battle droids, even if they were used for cheap comedic effect in the prequel films. I just think they have a cool design, and I liked seeing them, even though the prequel sucked. R2-D2 does not suck! A little bit more about astromech droids, something I ain't never seen before. Interior view of the X-Wing, that's how the R2 unit sits in there, that's pretty slick. Again, if my paint jobs go well, I may just go in for an X-Wing as well, because hell yeah. More about astromech droids, and here we see some of the bits this week. Dun dun dun! Another one of these frickin' ring passageways where I'm going to have to cut out and file down 100 frickin' billion of these goddamn things. But anyway, here you see it. There we go. More cushion, cushion, cushion. Glue, glue, glue. And then I'm going to put together a test fit of the thus far completed interior portion of the ship, which should be pretty cool. So, there we go. Sanding and gluing. Here's a quick look at what's going to be going on. Here's the corridor bottom that I put together in the last issue. Here's the top that came with this issue. The pads that are going to go into here before this gets popped onto here. And then gluing these pads, only 18 this time instead of, what was it, like 1,000 the last time I had to do this. Going into here, this ring going into here, this ring going around both sections to keep it together. And then after that, taking all this bit and grabbing the other pieces of the interior, putting them together and seeing what the passageways for the interior of the Falcon are starting to look like. So, first I'm going to do the easy bits. The build guide recommends putting these two bits, which are going to be connecting the top half and the bottom half here, recommends putting them in first, so that way when I put in the bottom, or well, what's going to be the top section, I can make sure that the distance between the two pieces, alright, is even. You can see there's a little bit of play going on there, so I think I want to have it a little bit further apart, like yo. But one thing at a time. So first, get the glue on. I'm so proud of myself for figuring out how to keep my glue nib clean. Do. And the first bit, I did play around with this a little bit before, and this piece is actually symmetrical, so it doesn't matter which way you put it in, flipping it around or putting it in as it is now. Alright, there's one half. And yeah, I'll just do one side at a time. So this, however, obviously not symmetrical, as you can see. Alright, so I think I like to have it a little bit lower like that, and it actually sits that way, so that'll make it easier to slot in properly. All right. Okay. There we go. Now, if I can just do this without making myself crazy. Alright, there we go. Okay, now the other side. This one again, also symmetrical. Alright. It'll sit like yo. Or it'll sit like yo. Oh, wait a minute. Look at this. No, okay. Well, you can see that this pad is the same on both sides, but this one, however, you can see is angled over here. It's a little bit hard against the backdrop. There you go. Right, you can see that this side is angled much more sharply. Which way to put it in? Well, I think it looks more correct this way. So that's the way she's gonna go in. You hear that piece? You hear that cushion? I'm going to take a more authoritative tone with my model pieces. Show them who's boss. What in the Sam hell am I talking about? Anyway, dupe. There you go. And this stuff sets fast, alright? That's it. And then this one. You're going to go in like yo. Now let's say, okay, this one doesn't want to sit in place as nicely as the other one. You piece of crap. Alright, that's looking like a respectable gap. I can see I could really cock this up by putting it in crooked, so I'm going to have to be a little bit careful. The potential for swearing is on. Of course, it's always been on, but it could be extra on. Stupid. Alright. Alright. And doop. Alright. Got it. Alright, that's looking pretty good. There we go. It's kind of hard to show you both sides, but there we go. Our piece is all glued into place. Alright, so next, all these freaking little pads in the ring piece. Alright, 18 cushion pads going into the ring. This is going to take a little bit of time, so it's time for time lapse. Go! Alright, here come the last one. If you're watching closely, you saw that I continually moved to pick up the pad before I'd applied any glue to the ring, 'cause I'm stupid. But anyway, there we go. In she goes. And God, I hope this is the last time I have to do one of these frickin' things. But of course, it won't be. Anyway, that's it for the gluing now. So, assembly time. Alright, time to put all these pieces together. Now, first, this bit needs to go into the floor. Now, the last time I put these in, The little extra plastic that was on the bottom of these rings was sticking out and looking like crap and keeping me, whoops, I'm doing it again, keeping me from getting in there. And you know what? Yep, I don't like the way that looks. Get my file, do a little more sanding. This little rasp is very handy. And this shit doesn't want to get filed off. Come on, you. This white crap. I don't know if you can see that. See that white crap that's there because of the plastic? Doesn't want to come off. Come on, you piece of crap. There we go. Alright. The other side. Yeah, the other side could do for a shot too. Now, as usual, I've got glue all over my fingers, and I've got plastic dust, which is fantastic. Alright, now, this needs to go in the right direction, so that way the top peg here fits through the little hole on the top. Let's see, did I do it the right way? Yeah, I did. Hey, what do you know? First shot. Alright. There we go. Snaps in just like yo. That's it. No glue in there. And then this ring. Whoop. There we go. Hey. That was painless. Alright, here we go. Here's our assembled section of the passageway. There is this gap here. I don't know. I wonder, well, I don't know. If I push it down, then I get this gap at the top, and if I push it up, then there's a gap down at the bottom. Son of the bitch. You know what? I'm just going to leave it because you're not really going to see it. Yeah. Alright, so that's it for actually putting together any new stuff, but just for grins, I am going to take the rest of the interior parts that I have already assembled and put them together for you. Whee! Here's everything. Here's the hold itself. 1, 2, 3, 4 bits. This is what I just made that are going to get connected onto this whole bit. Now, I'm sorry you can't see this whole thing right now, but I'm just going to slap it together, and then I will bring the camera out to show you what it looks like all together. Well, let's see. So now, this part, right? This part's going to slot on like yo. And get this bit here, which, let me see. Yeah. Goes like yo. Come on, you piece of crap. Get in there. There we go. Alright. And then this bit goes onto... some of these pieces are coming apart. Kind of wonder if I'm going to glue them together or affix them in some other more permanent fashion. Goes in like yo. Come on, you. I know that this part here that I'm dealing with now actually does have a screw hole. You can actually see it there on the top. So I'm certain that that's going to get affixed. But not at this stage in the build. Okay, now my passageway on the other side is coming off. Fantastic. This thing is desperately trying to flummox my attempts at a test fit. Flummox. Oh, I'm feeling very flummoxed at this point. Okay, this part does not want to sit in place. So I'm just going to hold it. But anyway, whoop, there you go. Here's what my hold is starting to look like. It's pretty frickin' cool, actually. I'm going to cut away bits there so you can see on the inside. I have already started toying with the idea of getting some figurines to paint and stick in there. Give a little bit of action. You can see how all these sections go together, yeah. So yeah, that's it for issue 28. Again, I've got both of my hands occupied, so I can't show you, but that little tube hanging off the right there, that's what we did today. And Yep. So that's it for this time around, and I hope you have tried to enjoy it. I hope you have been trying to enjoy these videos as long as I've been doing them. And yeah, well, maybe we'll see you again. Later.